channel. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets and I am Amanda. Today I am here to go through my week 2 budget projection for the month of July 2023. So if you're interested in this sort of information, please stick around for the remainder of the video. For those that are new to my channel, welcome! And for those that are not new, welcome back. Here on this channel, we talk about anything related to finances. And typically during the middle of the week, I would do a cozy chair conversation where I sit in my nice cozy chair in my bedroom and talk about pretty much any topic that I want. So as I stated, we will be doing the budget projection. This is where I go through all of the transactions that I will be taking care of out of this week's pay. It is a Friday. Yay! So we will be getting paid and projecting what we're going to do with those funds. This is just my way of holding myself accountable and to also show you techniques that you can use to make sure that you keep your money intact. I know there are those of you that may not want to deal with the paper and pencil. If not, then if you're a digital guru, then hey, get your spreadsheet going on your computer. I actually also have a spreadsheet on my computer where I track my debts, my net worth, my saving accounts, my investment accounts. I have all of that on one spreadsheet, so it can be a one-stop shop when I need to go in, and if I paid a debt and I need to decrease that balance, I go into that same sheet, decrease the balance. Once I decrease the balance, it automatically calculates and increase my net worth. So I have all those items and transactions going on one spreadsheet. So hey, if you want to do it that way, do it that way, but keeping all of this stuff in your head and not writing it down in some way, like I said, either from a digital standpoint, piece of paper, however you want to do it, can create not a disaster, but it may tend to cause you to forget to do some things in your budget, like pay a bill, make an investment. You know, it can be a whole lot, because I definitely have to write it down, guys, because I got so many different things going on. I think I may have a total of, if I can just think off the top of my head, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know I have over 10 accounts, over 10 checking and or savings account. So, you know, stuff like that. You want to make sure you keep that stuff in order. I got 3 credit cards. However, I only use 1. The other 2, I just zeroed them out and they are not even in my wallet. I don't even use them anymore because I now have one with a larger balance or credit line or whatever. So I use that and pay it off monthly. So, you know, you want to keep up with all of these things. So yes, that is what I recommend. Now, what I'm going to do is populate a screenshot up on the screen. Let's get these eyes together. It is early, and I do actually have a beverage today, guys. Voila! It's coffee. So yes, we are going to be having coffee this morning. So you should see that sheet there. Now let's dive into these numbers so we can get it moving. As you can see at the top of the page, I actually do have a motivational phrase today. And the motivational phrase is, change is constant. Think about that. Change is constant. There's always going to be change. So therefore it is constant. And I am saying that today because my budget is changing. What appears to be constantly, but neither here nor there. I'm going to continue to move and shake and roll with the punches and do what I need to do to get it done. You know, I don't have to just be of that mindset, which I used to be of that mindset where everything needs to just stay the same. I need to be able to just operate this way, and when I'm not operating this way, I'm not feeling right. I'm not comfortable. I don't like it. So yeah, what I have started to embrace is that yes, there is going to be change, and I'm just going to have to move and shake with it. And I may not like it, but I'm still going to have to endure it, get through it, come out on the other side. The one thing that we don't want to do in any area of our life is to give up. So do not stop. There may be a pause. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm talking to myself now, because I haven't ran in like 2 weeks, and it's really bothering my psychic that I haven't ran. So I am going to get back to it. I'm not sure if it's going to be today or if it's going to be Tuesday when I go to my favorite trail, but whatever it is, I need to get back to it. I need to start back doing long distance running, 10 miles or more, because that's where my mind is at peace. So I need to get there. Anyway, that is our phrase for today. Now let's dive in. Week 2, we are already 6 minutes in. Let's see if we can get this done in like 5 minutes so that this video at least cannot be over 15 minutes. 11 to 12 minute max. Week 2 budget projection, July the 14th, 2023. All right, I am going to be looking down. I do have notes here, so let's dive in. First up is the mortgage, $292 is what I'm projecting. Security bill, $22. Netflix, $19.99. Auto insurance, $46. Another auto insurance, $62. Student loan, $100. Gas, $25. This is money that I give to the youngest to assist with gasoline in the vehicle. Debt monies this week is $337. Still not sure. I don't know. Am I sending it to the mortgage, or am I putting it in the tuition account? Probably a tuition account. Let's just think realistically. Let's put it in the tuition account. Okay, children's lunch, $30. That is no longer a thing. And I don't know why. I think it's because I'm just still following my regular little template for weekly expenses. I need to remove that. There is not a child that is still in high school, and so no one is having to pay full price lunch anymore. So that $30 needs to go to another category. I need to figure out where it needs to go, because if I don't put it anywhere, to just kind of get absorbed and it will not have a responsibility. Kind of get lost in the shuffle. Actually, it's kind of the same thing for that auto insurance. That auto insurance that's $46, I used to pay $98 weekly. So I have found a policy now where it is like less than half. And I've also already paid the 6-month policies on all of my insurance. So I don't pay a monthly insurance anymore. I paid every 6 months, pay the lump sum, and I'm done. However, I still put that money away. So when it's time to pay the next 6-month lump sum, the money is there. So yeah, I need to figure out what to do with that other, how much is that, guys? $48? $42, because it used to be $98 a week. So there's $42 I need to make sure I put somewhere, plus it's $30 for the lunch. See, like right there. See, that's what I'll be talking about, guys. That's $72. That ain't just no drop in the bucket. $72 to me. I know a lot of people nowadays, $100 is nothing to them now because of inflation, the way things are going or whatever. $72 is a nice chunk of money, and I can do some things with it. If you don't think it is, and if you think it's just a drop in the bucket, send it to me. Send it to me. But anyway, so see, that's $72 right there found in the budget. So I got to figure out where I need to put that and how, what do I really want to start doing with that money. Next, we have household expenses for $143. This is money that I pull out in cash. Keep in my wallet for things like buying groceries, toiletries, eating out. What else do I use that money for? Minor, small repairs, car repairs, like the children vehicles, like car oil changes, that type thing. So that's what I pull that money out for. Children's savings account, $30. The HOA is $6.70. I pay that quarterly, and so I just kind of let that money just build up, and when it's time to pay it 4 times a year, I pull the amount out and send it to the company. See, that's how you do your budget, guys. It can actually be really simple, but you got to be disciplined. Although that money is piling up over in an account, it is not for you to spend. It has all been allocated for items in the future. So see, that's a lot of times where people, go wrong, is where they start to see those large amount building up in those accounts, and they're like, okay, well, I have money where I can do this with or that with. So no, it's not. It's already allocated for something. So don't touch it. Now, next we have college spending for $60. This is money that I give to the kiddos so that they can have a little pocket change per week at college. That's really what it's about. Okay, they don't do a whole lot, but hey, they need money. They don't have jobs on campus. Okay, so there's that. Next is the minor Roth IRA. I have a minor Roth account that I have started for my youngest child, who will be 18 in a few months. And so that minor Roth is going to have to be transferred over into his name. So there's that. And last but not least is the cushion amount for $24 that I leave in the account each week. And I leave that money there so that just so the account won't be, empty. And if I'm not spending it, it tends to add up week after week, and I do other things with it. I also leave some overtime money in my account as well. Not a whole lot. A lot of times with my overtime monies, if I don't have something coming up or something pending, then I will move a chunk of that to either savings account, which is my mini emergency fund, or either the children's tuition account, or pay a chunk on my mortgage. That's what I'm doing with my money each week. All right, so the total this week is $1,217.69. I tend to leave $13.21 in this account, and that is just, I know it's an odd number or whatever, but that is just what all the expenses have calculated or have been summed up to each week for an entire month, and you divide that by 4 weeks. So I pay all of my debts, expenses, take care of my transactions in 4 weeks, in a 4-week time frame. Remember, there are some months that have 5 weeks, which like last month was June. So there was that full paycheck where I did not have to pay any of these things except the recurring things, maybe like the children's savings account. That's an auto draft. It comes out every single week. The minor Roth, it comes as an automatic draft every single week. So some of those smaller things like that, but other than that, full paycheck to myself, right? Of course not. Nope. I normally either save that money, put it in a tuition account, or pay it toward the mortgage. That's what I'm doing these days. Now, since I typically leave $13.21 in there, and the total amount for this week's transactions is $12.17.69, we need to do some subtracting. Let's do that. $13.21 minus $12.17.69 equals $103.31. That is money that I need to put away in the Bill's savings account this week, but however, that's just right here on paper. So that number gets a blue cloud around it because it has a relationship, as you can see, with another number with a blue cloud around it. We'll talk about that in the next few minutes. Now, we've done that. Now let's go back up through these expenses and put a PA with a pink circle around it next to the items that I will be putting away, meaning I'm not using that money. I'm allocating it out of this week's pay, but I'm not using it or having to pay that debt this week. So you see all those there. Not going to go back through them. Let's get the total of that put away amount. As you can see, third from the last line on the sheet, $266.70 is the total put away amount. Okay, those are your two numbers with the blue cloud. Let's take care of them. Both amounts I need to put away in the Bill's savings account this week. So that means we need to add those two numbers. Let's look at the next to the last line. $103.31 plus $266.70 equals $370.01. That's the total amount I need to put away in the Bill savings account right here on paper. Okay, that's what we're doing. before we get to the very last thing that we're going to do with the money. Now, the fourth step, third step, one of those steps is to go back up through these expenses, put a purple triangle next to the items that I will be taking care of this week. As you can see, it's quite a few of them. So there you have it. Definitely not going to go back through those, but I do want to focus on the very first one, which is the mortgage. The reason why we need to focus on that is because the projected amount is lower than the full monthly mortgage payment. So let's do that calculation. I projected $292 out of this week's pay. However, my mortgage every single month is $876. So if I'm only projecting $292, I need to get the rest of the mortgage money from somewhere. And you guessed it, out of the bill savings account. So let's do that calculation. $876 minus $292 equals $584 that I need to pull out of the bill savings account, because that is where all the rest of the mortgage money is going week after week. Every single week, I set aside mortgage money. Or at least 3 weeks out of the 4 weeks, I set aside mortgage money. That's where it goes. It goes into that bill savings account, for a time such as this. So it's time to pay the mortgage. So we're going to grab that money back out of the account. So see, that's what you do. You just let the money sit there till it's time for you to use it. Sit there, use it. Sit there, use it. That's the cycle. That's how you're able to stay in control of your money. Stay in control of your budget. That's why budget does not have to be a restriction. When we think of budget, we think, oh my God, it's a restriction. I can't do what I want to do. You're limiting me because I got a budget. Yes, you need to be on a budget so you can give yourself permission to spend. That's what the budget is about, because you have allocated a category to spend in. It just happened to be that spending category is a part of the budget. So don't look at budget as being a limitation on your money. All right. Now we have 2 amounts with yellow lines under them. Now they have a relationship. You have the $584 that you need to pull out to help you pay the mortgage, or help me pay the mortgage. Then you have that $370.01 that we need to put away in the bill savings account because we're not needing to use that money this week. It's for other future transactions. So let's look at the very last line. We got 2 different actions, so we need to subtract those 2. $584 minus the $370.01 equals $213.99. Now remember, your action takes action will take on the value of the larger of the 2 numbers that you're subtracting. That 584 is an amount I need to pull out. Therefore, your answer or your total is the amount that you need to pull out. So this week we're pulling out $213.99 out of that bill savings account to help me satisfy the mortgage this week. That's all I have for this video. It is very lengthy, so it's going to be a short outro. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small. Leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.